Mia Skyped me a few months before the bachelor weekend. She showed me the engagement ring that Trevor bought her. I asked her where Trevor got money for a rock like that. She said he was being paid to write a book about his time in the Navy.
What, if anything, did you do with that information?
I called Jake. He and I both got so angry about it, we just couldn't let it go.
Why not, Mr. Soto?
We take a solemn pledge. It's called the Seal Code. I do not advertise the nature of my work, nor do I seek recognition for my actions.
And what did you decide to do about Trevor's book?
Jake said that we had to talk him out of it.
What if he wouldn't listen to you?
Jake said that wasn't an option.
What did you take that to mean?
I wasn't sure.
What did you take that to mean, Mr. Soto?
That if Trevor wouldn't follow the code, we would have to take matters into our own hands.
By killing him?
As a last resort, yes, sir. We both thought it best to talk to him in person, so we waited till we got here in Chicago.
What happened when you got here?
We all went out partying. At the end of the night, we went our separate ways, but later on, Jake and I went back to Trevor's house.
Did Trevor know you were coming?
Negative. We both left our cell phones behind. We jogged over to his place and we broke in.
And then what happened?
We woke Trev up, told him he needed to kill the book, that it went against the Seal Code and everything that we stood for. He said he wouldn't back down now. That the book was the right thing to do and that he'd already given away some of the money. And that's when Trevor grabbed a kitchen knife, and that's when things got out of hand. Mr. and Mrs. Nichols, I am so sorry. I love Trevor like he was my brother.
Please tell the jury exactly what occurred next.
Jake and I disarmed him. I held Trevor back as Jake picked up the knife off the floor. And all of a sudden, Jake spun around and landed a kill strike to Trevor's thigh, to his femoral artery, just like they trained us to do. Then we took the knife, Trevor's laptop, the book pages, a couple other things to make it look like a robbery, and we just left Trevor there on the floor and we got the hell out of there.
You made a plea bargain with Mr. Stone for a lighter sentence, didn't you?
That's right.
Did you inform him that you had a personal motive to kill your friend Trevor?
What do you mean?
Well, he was marrying your ex-girlfriend, Mia Jones, correct?
Yes, but...
Did you tell Mr. Stone that you're still in love with Mia before he offered you the deal of a century?
Objection to that characterization.
Rephrase, Mr. Olson.
You're still in love with her, aren't you?
No, that's not true. Me and Trev, they're perfect for one another.
Isn't it a fact that you told my client that you hated Trevor for stealing Mia?
No, sir, it's
and
not.
And that you would do everything in your power to stop their impending marriage.
Jake's lying. How can you talk all this crap, man?
Just answer the question, Mr. Soto.
In fact, you went there alone and stabbed him to death because the thought of Trevor and Mia together enraged you.
It wasn't about me, it was about the Ukraine.
Ukraine? The simple fact is you got a sweetheart deal for killing your friend in a jealous rage. Withdrawn. Nothing further.
Tell us what you meant by the Ukraine, Mr. Soto.
Objection to this
Mr. Olson, open the door.
Overruled. The witness may answer.
I can't. I'm not supposed to.
We have heard all about your seal code. But you swore an oath when you took that witness stand.
Jake, Trevor, and I were on Operation Omega in Ukraine 2 years ago. We were part of a Navy SEAL team sent there to rescue a doctor who had been kidnapped by some rebels there.
And what happened on the operation?
The mission went all wrong. Dr. Carter and 2 of our guys were killed.
By the rebels?
The SEALs were, yes. But it was Trevor that shot and killed Dr. Carter. Trevor mistook her for an enemy fighter, ripped off half a dozen rounds or so. And that's when the ambush went down and all hell broke loose. The Navy covered it all up. They told some story about how we were all heroes when the truth was Omega was a total train wreck.
You swore on direct that Trevor was writing a book.
He was gonna tell how the Navy lied to cover up the operation.
Is that why you and Jake killed Trevor?
Objection.
Withdrawn.
Can I please answer that, Your Honor?
Overruled.
Jake and I both agreed that it wasn't right that Trevor was gonna get rich off the backs of our dead brothers and piss all over the code. After everyone pumps you up and thanks you for your service and tells you what a big hero you are, you're supposed to keep quiet and try to forget what really happened. Trevor couldn't do that. He couldn't live with the shame. Maybe it wasn't about the money. Maybe he just wanted to set the record straight so he can make peace with what he did.
On the count of first-degree murder, the jury finds the defendant guilty. On the count of home invasion, the jury finds the defendant guilty. On the count of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, the jury finds the defendant guilty.